Hey, what's going on you guys, and welcome to another Emblem War review channel. Today's video I'm going to be going over my thoughts of the latest Nintendo Direct for the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, as well as, talking about a possibility of another Direct coming out later this month, and some other things I'm going to be going over, as well as showing you guys some stuff that I picked up off camera. So, it's been a couple days since the Direct came out for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I actually had to watch it a couple times just because, you guys, it actually blew me away. Out of all the Directs that we got for Smash, this one I was actually really happy. It introduced, not only a couple new characters, it introduced us the story/adventure mode, introduced us some new things that are going to be happening in the game, as well as like features for the characters, and, a lot of other stuff that's going to be coming out. So I'm going to be going over that. Yeah, so to start it off, you guys, the beginning of it was amazing. Starting out with introducing two new characters, Ken and, not Infernape, but Incineroar, the Pokemon from Pokemon Sun and Moon. I wasn't surprised that they were going to finally bring Ken. Ken's been a most wanted character ever since they brought Ryu back in the last game for the Wii U. A lot of people have been asking, where's Ken? So I wasn't surprised when they introduced him. It still got me excited because I'm excited to play with Ken, especially since, yeah, they announced that he is an Echo Fighter, but they definitely gave him different features compared to Ryu, which is a very common thing with most of the Echo Fighters. So, he's a little bit faster. His Hadouken, you can actually see his fists inside it. His kicks are more powerful and stuff like that. So the small things definitely make him his own character, even though they announced that he's an Echo Fighter for Ryu. For Incineroar, a lot of mixed feelings I had for it. I don't really like the fact that they keep adding more and more Pokemon. I was excited when they had Greninja, because Greninja is one of my favorite water type Pokemon. Bring back the Pokemon Trainer, I thought it was alright, but it's just, I feel like there's a lot of Pokemon in this game. We have so many different variety ones, Pikachu from the very beginning, all the way now to a Sun and Moon starter type Pokemon, but the thing is that he's actually not he's counted as a Pokemon, but his moves are not counted as a Pokemon. They actually featured him more as a pro wrestler, which definitely threw me for a twist, but, watching the Direct more and seeing, his different moves and everything like that, it got me more excited that I actually might want to try him. He won't be one of my all-time favorites that I want to keep playing non-stop, but, it's going to be one of those things that I'm definitely going to try him out. Definitely looks fun and interesting. But, yeah, so we'll have to wait and see, but I'll let you guys know when the game finally comes out, my final thoughts of him. Also, they finally introduced the story/adventure mode in there. If you guys didn't know, when they started up the load up icon starting screen for the game, you had that green block that was just faded, was like blurred out and everything. And they finally announced that it's actually spirits. Actually, I saw an article and a couple other YouTubers that a lot of people actually figured out by reorganizing the pixels and everything that it was called spirits. So I'm not surprised that it actually is spirits. But for them to do that, it's very interesting. If you guys haven't seen the Direct, the spirits are basically characters that they wanted to bring into the game that they weren't, they didn't have the space or they didn't have the time to create their own movesets. So they basically brought in all these the trophies from previous games, the collectible ones, and they made them part of the game actually. And what I mean by being part of the game, they're kind of like assist trophies, but instead of assisting you through, for a brief moment, they help you out through your entire match. And going into that, it's, you have your primary spirits that have like special abilities. They enhance your strength, they enhance your speed, they make you resistant to certain stuff, they make you, try to give you that advantage compared to your opponent. And then with your primary, you also get 3 supports, and those supports, they help you a lot as well. They can help you increase your attack, your defense, your speed, your health regeneration, your health in general. So that definitely throws for me for a twist, because now it looks like they're making Smash Ultimate into an RPG-based like game, which, the minute they announced that, I was actually super excited for the spirits, because I love RPGs. RPGs are a great game, and I love playing them. So for them to make Smash into it, it's definitely a twist compared to the other ones. Smash to me has always just been a simple fighter game, but playing Brawl, you had that 40-hour fighting game, you know, for 40 hours, that was definitely fun. But for them to actually make you think and plan out every single character of how you want to use them, especially with the spirits and everything like that, that's amazing. That's going to add so much more time that I'm actually going to have to think of, you know, who do I actually want to play with? Who do I actually want to use? You know, what spirits do I want to use? And then be on the lookout for those specific ones and collect them. And being a collector, that's awesome. It gives me something more excited about this game. So, you know, spirits, I'm all for. I know I've seen a lot of mixed reviews. I've talked to a couple people about it. They don't know how they really feel about it. For me, I'm all for it. I'm super excited. That just made the game so much more better. You know, and going for this game, I'm getting more and more excited. I was excited when they announced for it. I was super excited for all the characters, and I was excited that, you know, they're bringing everyone together. So that was definitely awesome. Spirits makes this even better. Just alone, that makes it so much better. Now, the direct wasn't perfect. There were a couple things that threw me for a twist that I just felt like, you know, they went into too much depth. I mean, the direct was 40 minutes. I feel like they could have made it 20 minutes. 20, just save half the time, just get to the main features and save some for later. But, you know, it's Nintendo. They want us to be attracted to all the different features and be able to give us that ease. But, you know, there are some things that I feel like they're going to keep a mystery. And what I mean by they went to too much direct was, you know, they showed too many characters. I feel they should have kept some of these characters more of a secret, so we're like mind blown. Now I feel like they might just throw a twist at the very end of the game. I don't know, but they announced in the direct that that was all the characters that they were gonna have in the main game. Now they announced that we were gonna get DLC, and you can actually buy them. It's $5.99. You come with a character, a stage, and then a bunch of music tracks. You know, $6, that's not too bad. I never did the experience with the Wii U DLC, so I never really can't say if it's going to be worth it or not. But they did make it a little bit better by announcing that, hey, you know, you can buy the Fighter's Pass for $24.99, and you get the 5 characters, you get 5 stages, and you get a bunch of music tracks. They just won't reveal who they are. So it's one of those things, I'm definitely going to buy it no matter what. I want all the DLC characters. I don't know. I don't care. I don't know who they're going to be. It's still going to be awesome. I'm still going to love playing this game. But for the direct, for going to too much, you know, they showed a lot of like the options, things like the help and everything like that, which I understand why they want to do this. This is a whole new thing. They wanted to give that ease, but I mean, really, they spent like 5 to 10 minutes in the direct alone going over the options and being able to help you with the music and the language and everything like that. So I felt like Nintendo could have cut that out, because I think a lot of us know where the options and what options helps us out with. Yeah, but you know, they announced a lot of things for this, and I was super excited. One other thing that they announced was one more character at the very end, which is, I'm still questioning. I can't believe they actually added him. It's going to be interesting to play him, and that's the Piranha Plant from Super Mario Bros. I was actually blown away. I thought they were going to show Waluigi, and don't get me wrong, I'm not on that boat that I want Waluigi on this game. I don't really care if he's on this game. It actually makes me wonder why so many people want Waluigi on here. I get he's a funny character. I get that, you know, we have Wario and a bunch of other characters for Super Mario. If they add Waluigi, they're gonna add Waluigi. You know, for them, everyone's reaction during the direct though, when I was watching it live, I was laughing when everyone was so upset that Waluigi. But for them to show Piranha, I was like, really, Nintendo? You're gonna add a plant? Don't get me wrong, he looks interesting. I'm gonna try him, but I mean, it's a Piranha Plant. I don't know why they're doing that. The only thing that to me looks interesting is his Smash, which is just a big giant plant that you fought in Brawl with the 2 cages. It's not a bad thing. Don't get me wrong. I'm not talking bad about this. It's just, it made me laugh when they announced this. I was so happy from laughter because this was just so random. And because so many people got upset. That was the reason why Piranha Plant was such an amazing highlight in this game, because a lot of people got upset. A lot of people were just confused. I was confused. I was surprised. So you know, Nintendo definitely threw a curveball there, and I love that. I love them for that. But the biggest curveball that took me away was the very end, you guys, was the simple ending credit of this direct, which was the reason why we're having a story / adventure / spirits. The fact that they showed Fox on the cliff with all the other characters in the game, and they're getting ready to fight against the Master Hand, and then all of a sudden they show a bunch more, and this giant mysterious thing that I feel like is, you know, it's obviously the main bad guy in this game, and all the Master Hands just disappear and incinerate everyone. Everyone is gone. Everyone's destroyed. All the main characters, all the DLC characters, everyone, including all the characters that they wanted to add into here, the ones that are spirits. That's the reason why they're spirits, is because everyone in the entire galaxy got incinerated, except for one character. And I'm actually not surprised that they did this, because this character is not only an original, this character can pick any of the features of any of the other characters it wants and absorb it and take it, and that is Kirby. So for Kirby to be the main person of this game, of the story/adventure, it doesn't surprise me. It's awesome, because Kirby can absorb anyone. You're going to have to fight all these other characters. You're going to have to fight these guys multiple times. Kirby can absorb any one of them, take their powers, and you still have that ability, and you have powers. So it's great. I'm excited for that. That made the whole direct for me, was the fact that they showed, you know, how big and how long this game's going to be. I'm hoping it's longer than Brawl. I'm hoping it's longer than 40 hours. I want to play Adventure Story Mode for at least 60 to 80 hours. Am I going to get that? I won't know until I play it. And, you know, it's going to be one of those things. I'm not going to just rush through it. I'm going to take my time. I'm going to appreciate it. And I'm going to absorb it all in, because this game, I feel like it's going to be Game of the Year. Maybe not this year, because it's coming so close to the end of the game year, you know, voting time. But for next year, if it does so well, and especially with all the DLC and everything they add onto it, I wouldn't have a problem. I wouldn't doubt this game's going to be Game of the Year next year. I'm hoping so. It makes it in time for the polls this year, but if not, I'm hoping it makes Game of the Year next year, because this game, I feel like, it's going to be the best Smash Brothers game we're going to have, you guys. It's going to be the reason why it's called Ultimate. It's the ultimate version. It's all the Smashes combined. It's going to give us the best experience, and it's going to give us a lot of the things that we want. Is it going to be 10 out of 10 perfect? I won't know until next month. So, thank you, Nintendo, for an amazing Direct. I look forward to this game, and I'm super excited, and I look forward to playing with you guys online as well. So, yeah, really great Direct. Now, let's get on with the rest of the topics that I want to go over in this video. So, there has been rumors around that this isn't going to be the only Direct that we're going to get this month. There has been leaks, I can't confirm if they're true or not, that we are possibly getting another Direct later this month. Now, it's been, I want to say, since September since we had another Direct, when they announced like Final Fantasy and everything like that. Don't quote me on that. I feel like it was late September, early October, so we're getting to that almost 2-month mark. Now, it doesn't surprise me that they're going to be doing another Direct. It's one of those things that, you know, we're coming to the end of the year. It's time to start getting us ready for next year's and next quarter's games. Now, we have a lot of games that are coming out next year, and I'm hoping they can go into more depth for those games next year, instead of just pushing a lot of things coming out by the end of this year. And what I mean by that was, you know, they announced a lot of games coming out later this year. They also introduced a lot of stuff coming out in January, the beginning of the year. I don't really want to see a lot of games coming out in January, February, or March. I want to see games that we're going to be getting in late spring, early summertime, stuff to get us ready for the rest of the year, because this year I felt like Nintendo didn't really had a great beginning of the year. It had, you know, a couple great games that came out in the springtime, like towards the beginning of the new year. Summertime, I just felt like it didn't come out with a lot. I didn't get so excited for a lot of Nintendo Switch games. So I'm hoping that they just, you know, they got everything done this year. They got us a good lineup next couple months. Let's get us excited for April, May, June, and July. Let's get the summer, spring feeling. I want to get that feeling that I'm excited for next year, especially in the midtime. So that's what I'm looking for from the Nintendo Switch. Now, for Nintendo themselves, I want them to show me more 3DS games. You know, I've been playing my 3DS a little bit more, and I want to start adding more games to my collection, and I wanted more games to come out for the 3DS. I know with the Switch coming out with sales and doing so well, and the 3DS that hasn't, I want them to get me more excited for the 3DS. I want to be able to buy more games. I want more games for my 3DS, because the 3DS in general, you guys, is a great system.
it's amazing. Compared to my favorite for the Game Boy Color, the 3DS is my favorite handheld besides the Game Boy Color. A lot of great lineups. It's been out for a while. I understand that, and it's it's either give up the handhelds and move on, just focus on the Switch. But I kind of want them to continue on with the 3DS. I really want them to introduce me more new games, more new titles, and stuff like that. And I'm hoping Nintendo can give us that. I'm hoping they can continue on with the 3DS for at least another 2 years. I know that's a lot asking, but I feel like they have enough there to at least give us more games for the 3DS for 2 years. So that's what I'm hoping out of this next Direct, and I'm hoping we get that later this month. If not, at least at the very beginning of next month, because I want another Direct before 2018's over. I want more information, and that's just me being greedy, but I want more. I want more, Nintendo. You gotta give us another Direct. I'm hoping you guys give us another Direct either this month or the beginning of next month, before the holiday season and stuff like that. So, yeah, my prediction on my thoughts on the Smash Direct and my thoughts of a possibility of another Direct. Now, to go into before I go and show you guys the stuff that I picked up off camera, one thing I am going to be announcing right now, you guys, is hopefully in this next couple weeks, I'm just waiting for some finance stuff to come through before I start working on the downstairs. I'm actually saving up now for a trip next year. I enjoyed Portland Retro so much that I'm going to the swap meet that Portland Retro is throwing in January. It's like a fundraiser thing. It's only for one day for like 6 hours. So I'm excited for that, but that's not the trip. I've decided, after watching a lot of the YouTubers that I enjoy, Game Chasers, Beat 'em Ups, and Retro Liberty, I'm really wanting to go and expand and try different areas in the United States. So I actually talked to my girlfriend, and I'm actually going to start saving up in January after the Portland Retro swap meet, and I'm going to be going to Retropalooza. Now, I'm hoping to go to either Houston or Arlington. I haven't decided which one. Houston's the one I'm more thinking about. It's in June, so I have time, but I definitely need to save up some more money. So that's my plan, and next year is my big trip. I'm going to go to Arlington and be able to go to do that. So that's what I'm looking forward to. So yeah, now to go into the stuff that I picked up. I picked up some stuff through shopping at GameStop, shopping at Fred Meyer's, and a couple things that I'm excited to show you guys. So one thing that I went and picked up actually at GameStop while I was picking up a bunch of other stuff was this Legend of Zelda Link to the Past. Now, no, it's not a super giant game. It is a super giant game cartridge, but it's actually just a t-shirt holder that I actually am wearing right now. They actually have this on sale for $24.99. It's a little bit more expensive than I want to spend on a shirt, but the fact is it's a giant Super Nintendo cartridge and an awesome shirt, so I'm super excited for that. I also went and got some games from GameStop online to add my 64 collection, which was Spider-Man, Yoshi's Story, Earthworm Jim 3D, and the game that I've been wanting for so long. I have the book, I have the box. I've never owned this game I haven't owned this since I was a kid, and I've been wanting this, and it's been on my list, but it's been at the 20 to 25, which is it's cheap, but I wanted it cheaper, and it was GoldenEye 007. I picked this up for 10 bucks at GameStop. They had it, surprisingly, they usually have it for $19.99, and then with my Elite Pro, it brings it down to like 15 or 14 something, and that was still, I just didn't want to spend that much. They had this marked down for $11 before my Elite Pro, so I picked this up for like $8 bucks, I think. So I'm finally excited I can actually say I can add GoldenEye to my collection. I've been wanting it for so long, and I've just been stubborn, so I can finally have that ease of mind knowing that thing's in my collection. Something I got off of Goodwill, I actually got Dr. Mario Complete in Box. It came with the game. I'm actually going to be trading in the game because I already have one, but I'm going to be adding this to my collection, so that another box NES game. Super excited. I picked up a lot of games on Goodwill, but a lot of them actually going to be traded in for my next Game Hunters video that's going to be coming out later this month. But yeah, I kept a couple that I wanted. One was Tekken 4 complete in box, and honestly, for a good, well, it's actually pretty good. I'm actually super excited for this. I also went and got from GameStop Red Dead Redemption 2, Gundam Versus. Sorry about that, you guys actually had someone at the door, so I had to go run that and grab that real quick. But yeah, going back into the stuff that I went and picked up, I went and got Gundam Versus for the PS4. Now, if you guys don't know, I'm a big fan of Gundam. Gundam Wing was one of my favorite series, anime growing up as a kid. So, it definitely looked interesting. I haven't tried it yet, but it's definitely just one of those games that it's really attracted me. I haven't had time to play a lot of games lately because of work, but this is going to be one of those things I'm super excited for. And it was brand new, $20, originally $30, so I couldn't beat that. But yeah, I already know I showed you guys, but I did pick up Red Dead Redemption 2 for the PlayStation 4. To be honest, I really wasn't planning on picking this up. It was just not one of those games that I was on my bucket list that I really wanted. I enjoyed number 1, don't get me wrong, but it didn't give me hype that number 2 was coming out. I don't know why, I just wasn't jumping on the boat like everyone else. I played it, I've been playing it today. It's great, I love it so far. Definitely better than the first one so far. I'm enjoying it. So I'm really excited that I went ahead and picked this up. So I don't know why I didn't want to pick it up in the beginning, but I'm happy to have it in my collection now. Just a couple things I also got off online for GameStop was Mighty Man number 9 for the Wii U. Rise of the Guardians for the Wii U. I was actually really bummed that this isn't the original box. It doesn't even come with the manual or anything, and the box is not in the best shape. So I'm actually going to be probably trading this one in because I want a better copy to add to my collection. I don't know, I never like these kind of versions. I get it, you know, people turn in games just to this sometimes. I just don't like collecting those. I want the full original box. So this is going to be one of those ones I'm going to be turning in pretty soon as well. And I also got Darksiders 2 for the Wii U to add my Wii U collection. So, oh yeah, and another thing I got from Goodwill was, that bundle was Prince of Persia, The Warrior Within. I actually enjoyed Prince of Persia games. They were a lot of fun. I enjoyed them. I think it was the Battle for the Two Thrones or something for the Wii. It's when you're him and then he gets the dark side brought out of him. He gets possessed or something like that. That was the first Prince of Persia game that I actually ever played. And then I started playing these ones, and I like them. I kind of hope, you know, Ubisoft actually brings us another Prince of Persia game. I actually wouldn't mind playing more of those and newer versions or anything like that. But yeah, these next two things, I actually got really cheap at Fred Meyer's. I was actually surprised. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but Fred Meyer's is actually having a lot of sales on stuff lately. I went and picked up Nintendo Labo for the robot version of Fred Meyer's. I want all the Labos. I think it's definitely interesting for for Nintendo to go into cardboard. If you guys watch my previous videos, you know, you've seen my thoughts on it. This one's usually an $89.99 one. That's $90. They had this marked down at $42. And I went and got the cashier and I was like, is this the right price? And he's like, yeah, we're selling it for $42. I'm like, you still have it on the shelf? So yeah, I mean, $42 for that? It's more than 50% off. Of course I'm gonna pick that up. Unfortunately, they didn't have the other two. I do want the other two. I'm gonna be on the lookout for those. But yeah, $42 for that, and then the guy's like, hey, you spend $50, you get a $15 gift card, you get a $15 off. Spend $50 or more. And they had this for $15, so for $57, I got this, but then with the discount, with the coupon and everything, I got this for free. They literally gave me a free item, which was Skylanders Superchargers. I'm not gonna play it. I just wanted it because it has Donkey Kong on it, and it's part of the Wii U, and I wanted it for the Wii U collection. So, yeah, Fred Meyer's. I don't know what's going on, but you guys did an amazing job. You made me happy. It's been a while since I've actually bought a lot of stuff from Fred Meyer's, especially video game stuff. I usually have to go to a video game store to get that kind of deal. But, yeah, not bad at Fred Meyer's. So, yeah, that was my pickup. I have a lot more games coming in. But a lot of those games, I'm gonna be turning in because they're either games that I just want to trade in and, you know, get something that I really want when I go do my Game Hunters video. There's a couple places I'm going to be going to. One of them is going to be Double Jump Games. There's going to be one, maybe two new game stores that I've never been to that I'm going to try and reach out to for that episode. It's probably going to be more than one day. It's probably going to be a 2 or 3 day process. So yeah, that is going to be my video today. And you know, you guys, I know I haven't posted up the Game Hunters video yet for Portland Retro Gaming Expo. It's coming out. I'm just having to do a lot of editing for it, and you guys will see why. So yeah, that should be dropping out pretty soon. I do have more reviews that are coming out as well, and yeah, I look forward to seeing what comes out for this month. You know, in the next 2 weeks, we got Pokemon. Not Pokemon Go. We got Pokemon. Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu. So I'm super excited for that. I'm also kind of excited for Fallout 76. I've seen the reviews for the beta. I tried the beta, so I'm kind of hoping the game's better than the beta, but I'll go over that with my review as well. And yeah, we got a bunch of great stuff coming out later this year, so be on the lookout for these great reviews, you guys. I'm super excited to be producing more, as well as, you know, Game Hunters videos, and I just want to say thank you guys for your support. Thank you guys for your likes. Be sure to drop a like, be sure to drop a comment, let me know what you guys think, and be on the lookout for the other videos coming out later this week. And I just want to say happy holidays, you guys, and everyone have a great day today.